The year is 1907, Russia is a powder keg ready to explode, the once mighty empire of the Tsars is crumbling under the weight of its own contradictions. The Russo-Japanese War, a humiliating defeat at the hands of a nascent Asian power, has exposed the weakness and incompetence of the Tsarist regime. Workers and peasants, ground down by poverty and oppression, are rising in open revolt. The air crackles with discontent and the desire for change. Socialist revolutionaries, their ranks filled with idealistic intellectuals and hardened workers, are plotting the overthrow of the autocracy. Among them, a young Georgian revolutionary named Joseph Jugashvili, later known to the world as Stalin, is beginning to make a name for himself. Born in the small town of Gori in the Caucasus Mountains, Stalin's early years were shaped by the rugged landscape and the harsh realities of life in this remote region. Stalin's early life was marked by poverty and violence. The economic hardships faced by his family were not uncommon in Georgia at the time, where many struggled to make ends meet. His father, a cobbler, was a drunkard who beat his wife and son. This abusive environment left a lasting impact on young Stalin, shaping his views on authority and power. Stalin found solace in books and religion, immersing himself in the stories and teachings that offered an escape from his troubled home life. However, his faith in God was shattered when his mother died of typhus when he was just 12 years old, leaving him with a deep sense of loss and disillusionment. Expelled from seminary for his revolutionary activities, Stalin's path took a decisive turn. His expulsion marked the beginning of his deep involvement in political movements that sought to overthrow the existing order. Stalin embraced the underground world of the Bolsheviks, the most radical faction of the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party. He quickly rose through the ranks, demonstrating a keen ability to navigate the dangerous and clandestine world of revolutionary politics. He became involved in organizing strikes, distributing propaganda, and rallying workers to the cause. His efforts were instrumental in spreading the revolutionary message and gaining support among the working class. Stalin even carried out expropriations, a euphemism for armed robbery used to fund the party's activities. These daring heists not only provided much-needed resources, but also demonstrated his willingness to take extreme measures for the cause. It was in this crucible of revolutionary violence that Stalin honed his skills as a ruthless and effective operator. His ability to strategize, execute plans, and maintain secrecy made him a formidable figure in the revolutionary movement, setting the stage for his future rise to power. The Bolsheviks, led by the charismatic but exiled Vladimir Lenin, desperately needed funds to finance their revolution. Their activities, from printing propaganda to purchasing weapons, required significant financial resources. Lenin, a shrewd political strategist, understood that money was the lifeblood of any revolution. He tasked his lieutenants with finding ways to raise funds, both through legal means and more clandestine operations. Stalin, known for his ruthlessness and organizational skills, saw an opportunity to prove his worth to Lenin and the party. He began to plan a daring heist that would shake the foundations of the Russian Empire and establish his reputation as a revolutionary to be reckoned with. The target was the Tiflis branch of the State Bank of the Russian Empire. The bank, located in the heart of Tiflis, present-day Tbilisi, Georgia, was a symbol of Tsarist authority and a tempting prize for the cash-strapped Bolsheviks. Stalin's plan was audacious, even reckless. He knew that a successful heist would not only provide the Bolsheviks with much-needed funds but also strike a blow against the Tsarist regime. The operation would be risky, but the potential rewards outweighed the dangers. Stalin, with his characteristic attention to detail, began to meticulously plan every aspect of the robbery, from the getaway route to the disposal of the stolen funds. Section 5. The Crew, Assembling the Gang. For this daring operation, Stalin needed a team of loyal and ruthless individuals, men and women who were willing to kill and die for the revolution. He handpicked a group of hardened revolutionaries from the Tiflis underworld, each with their own unique skills. There was Kamo, a veteran bank robber known for his cold-blooded efficiency. Dado, an expert bomb maker, would be responsible for creating the diversion. And then there was Kato Svanidze, a young woman with a fiery spirit and a talent for blending in, who would act as a lookout. This motley crew of criminals and idealists, bound together by their loyalty to Stalin and their commitment to the revolution, prepared for the day that would change their lives forever. Section 6. The day of the heist, June 26, 1907. June 26, 1907 dawned bright and sunny in Tiflis. The city bustled with its usual energy, unaware of the impending chaos. At precisely 11 o'clock a.m., as a horse-drawn carriage carrying bank funds made its way through Yerevan Square, all hell broke loose. Dato, the bomb maker, hurled a device into the square, creating a deafening explosion. Panic erupted as smoke and debris filled the air. Amid the confusion, Stalin's gang, armed with revolvers and bombs, attacked the carriage. They opened fire on the guards, killing 2 instantly. The remaining guards, caught completely off guard, were no match for the ferocity of the Bolshevik assault. Section 7. Chaos and Carnage. The robbery and its aftermath. Gunfire echoed through the square, sending terrified pedestrians running for their lives. The once bustling square turned into a scene of utter pandemonium as people scrambled to find safety. The air was thick with the smell of gunpowder and the screams of the wounded. Smoke billowed through the streets, obscuring vision and adding to the confusion and terror. Stalin, his face hidden by a mask, directed the operation with icy calmness. His steely demeanor contrasted sharply with the chaos unfolding around him as he orchestrated every move with precision. Kamo, his eyes cold and calculating, tossed a bomb into the carriage, blowing open its back doors. The explosion was deafening, sending shards of wood and metal flying in all directions. Bags of money, containing over 250,000 rubles, were quickly loaded onto a waiting cart. The gang worked with military-like efficiency, ensuring no time was wasted. The gang, their faces splattered with blood and sweat, piled onto the cart and disappeared into the labyrinthine alleys of Tiflis. Their escape was as swift as their attack, leaving no trace behind. The robbery was over in minutes, leaving behind a scene of carnage and chaos. Debris littered the square, and the wounded lay scattered, awaiting help. The Tsarist authorities, their pride wounded, immediately launched a massive manhunt for the perpetrators. They scoured the city, questioning witnesses and searching every corner, but Stalin and his gang had vanished. They had planned their escape meticulously, leaving the authorities with nothing but empty streets and unanswered questions. Section 8. The Spoils, Counting the Cost. The Bolsheviks had pulled off the most daring heist in Russian history. The money, equivalent to millions of dollars today, would provide a much-needed lifeline for Lenin's cash-strapped revolution. But the victory came at a heavy cost. Over 40 people, mostly innocent bystanders, were killed or injured in the blast and the ensuing chaos. The brutality of the attack shocked even some within the revolutionary movement. Many questioned the tactics used, but Stalin remained unrepentant. He argued that the ends justified the means, and that the blood of the innocent was a necessary sacrifice in the fight against Tsarist tyranny. Section 9. The Impact, a turning point for the Bolsheviks. The Tiflis bank robbery sent shockwaves throughout Russia and beyond. It transformed the Bolsheviks from a fringe group of intellectuals and agitators into a force to be reckoned with. The Tsarist regime, already reeling from internal unrest and external pressure, was further weakened by this brazen act of defiance. The robbery exposed the vulnerability of the state and emboldened revolutionary movements across the empire. The money stolen from the bank would be used to finance further revolutionary activities, including the smuggling of arms and the publication of propaganda. It would also help to fund the Bolsheviks' rise to power in the tumultuous years leading up to the 1917 revolution. Section 10. Stalin's Rise, from Outlaw to Dictator. The Tiflis bank robbery was a turning point in Stalin's own career. This daring heist, orchestrated with meticulous planning, showcased his ability to execute complex operations with precision. It was not just a robbery. It was a statement of his resolve and his willingness to defy the law for a cause he believed in. It cemented his reputation as a ruthless and effective operator, a man who would stop at nothing to achieve his goals. His name began to spread, whispered in both fear and admiration, as someone who could be relied upon to get things done, no matter the cost. Lenin, impressed by Stalin's audacity and organizational skills, brought him into his inner circle. He saw in Stalin a valuable ally, someone who could be trusted to carry out the most challenging tasks with unwavering dedication. He recognized in Stalin a kindred spirit, a man who shared his unwavering belief in the necessity of violence to achieve political change. This bond between them would prove crucial in the turbulent years that followed, as they navigated the complexities of revolutionary politics. Stalin would go on to play a pivotal role in the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917 and the subsequent Russian Civil War. His strategic mind and relentless drive were instrumental in securing Bolshevik victories, solidifying his position as a key player in the new regime. He rose through the ranks of the Communist Party, ruthlessly eliminating his rivals, until he emerged as the undisputed dictator of the Soviet Union after Lenin's death in 1924. His ascent to power was marked by a series of calculated moves, each one designed to consolidate his control and eliminate any threats to his authority. Section 11. Legacy of a Heist, the Tiflis Robbery and Stalin's Ruthlessness. The Tiflis bank robbery serves as a chilling reminder of the brutality that often accompanies revolutionary change. It also offers a glimpse into the character of the man who would become one of the 20th century's most infamous dictators. The robbery revealed Stalin's ruthlessness, his willingness to sacrifice innocent lives in pursuit of his goals, and his unwavering belief in his own right to rule. The heist in Tiflis was not just a robbery, it was a harbinger of the terror that would grip the Soviet Union under Stalin's iron fist. It was a testament to the dangerous allure of power and the seductive nature of violence, a cautionary tale that continues to resonate to this day.